All right, the 97th Academy Awards just happened. I was kind of excited for this award show, mostly because of Conan O'Brien, who I love. He's always been my favorite talk show host and one of my favorite comedians. Going into the whole season of this year's films, I didn't think it was my favorite selection. These certainly weren't the films I would have picked personally, but everybody's different. The films that I was really rooting for were definitely The Substance, Wicked, uh, mm, and that was kind of it. Definitely Wild Robot and Flow um, were other ones that I was rooting for as well. The ones that I really didn't care for were Amelia Perez, and I don't know. I didn't think that Sean Baker needed 3 or 4 Oscars or however many he got, but in the end, I did appreciate um, most of what he said and his support for independent filmmaking and going to the movie theaters, which I certainly appreciated as a filmmaker and somebody who works at a theater. Uh, I I liked Anora. It wasn't my favorite, uh, but I certainly would have picked that over The Brutalist, Conclave, Amelia Perez. Um, but I still kind of wanted The Substance or Wicked to win, personally. Um, but the other ones, I mean, like A Complete Unknown was pretty good, but I didn't think it needed to win Best Picture. Um, I'm Still Here. I didn't get to see Nickel Boys. I didn't get to see, um, and The Brutalist. I didn't get to see, but I just none of those films I really was that interested in pursuing to watch. But maybe I'll check them out eventually. Uh, Conan I thought did a wonderful job. He made some pretty good bits. I really liked his opening substance sequence. That was so good. The wasting time bit I did think was a little bit of a waste of time. Uh, the the Dune sandworm was unnecessary, but it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. I certainly still preferred him over the Jimmy Kimmel and all the other ones we've seen before. Uh, but he was probably my favorite. Honestly, I would be happy to see him do it again. Uh, I always love Conan. Um, his other bit that he did was the streaming service in the movie theater was so good and just so on point. I hope people go to the movies more. I hope streaming isn't the end all of how we view the movies. I hope theaters get a boost again and can come back to the days that they were before. Hopefully, even better. That would be amazing. Um, but I know a lot has been against it. You know, strikes, COVID, and streaming. Sadly, but that was one of my favorite bits that Conan did. I didn't expect to see or get performances by Lisa from Blackpink, Doja Cat. I didn't know who the girl was who sang Skyfall, but she did an amazing job. Didn't expect to get a performance from Queen Latifah. Uh, at least 3 of some of my favorite artists for sure, and I did not expect that. That was very cool. Love getting to see all of them perform, and especially seeing. Also speaking of performing, the Wicked opening was amazing. Getting to hear them sing that live, it sounded like it was straight out of the movie. They were so good. And then getting to see them react to all the other musical bits and dancing with the songs, especially Queen Latifah's, was amazing. Trying to think who else showed up. Adam Sandler was very funny. I always love Adam Sandler. The halftime Kendrick Lamar joke was pretty good by Conan. I think everyone will remember that one. Oh yeah, the bit where they had the firefighters come on and Conan made them like say jokes was a little weird to me. Again, it wasn't like the most cringe thing. I mean, their jokes were still funny, but it seemed like why bring them there to tell jokes? That's not what they're really here to be remembered for, you know. But I feel like it took away from the point just a little bit or a lot of it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I also forgot that Margaret Qualley did that wonderful tribute as well. She was part of that whole Doja Cat and um, Lisa from Blackpink sequence honoring James Bond. Very very cool. I love that James Bond tribute. It was getting to see. It was I did appreciate getting to see more of the edits and tributes. The editing for those sequences I always love and how they do it for each category. Very cool. But let's quickly go over the awards. Um, just actor in a leading role. The winner was Adrian Brody. Um, Again, I haven't finished the Brutalist. I did start it, but I can tell just like I can understand why he won. It seems like something they'd pick. Honestly, out of these selections, I would pick Timothy Chalamet. Even though I'm not even the biggest fan of Timothy Chalamet, but I thought he did a very good job with the Bob Dylan character. Again, not my picks. I wouldn't have necessarily chosen these people, but again, that's just me. Actor in a supporting role. Kieran Culkin, A Real Pain is a movie I really want to see. I keep just I need to make the time for it. Anora, dude, I did not think that guy did that good. Like he had such a small role, and I did not think it was that memorable, personally. Edward Norton was decent. I didn't think he was the best, but I get it. Again, Brutalist, I didn't finish. I didn't even get to the Guy Pearce's part yet. And I did not see The Apprentice, but I'm kind of curious to check it out. I might watch it someday. Actress in a leading role, Mikey Madison wins for Anora, which I do like Mikey Madison, and she did do a very good job in Anora. I was happy for her. I would have liked Cynthia Erivo or Demi Moore to have won. Do not care for Amelia Perez. Did not see I'm Still Here, but just from what I've seen, Fernanda Torres looks like she does a wonderful job, but not quite as memorable to me as Demi Moore or Cynthia Erivo. Again, Mikey Madison I thought did a great job, but I just wouldn't have picked her personally. Actress in a supporting role. Zoe Saldana, I do kind of like. I was happy to see her win. I just didn't. She does do a good job. She's like probably the one person in that show that I can give a little bit of credit to for her performance. So I was like, okay, if I was gonna give Amelia Perez one award, it would have been this one. I still love Ariana Grande. I wish she had won. Uh, didn't get to Felicity Jones' part. Isabella Rossellini I did see in Conclave, but I didn't think she was that amazing. Monica Barbaro, though, in A Complete Unknown, I would have been fine with her winning. She did a good job. Uh, Animated feature film Flow, which I did just get to see recently, and I loved it. It was a little bit of a hard pick because I also saw Inside Out 2, I saw Wallace and Gromit, and The Wild Robot, all of which I would have been happy to have seen win, and I just wish they weren't all up against each other, but just happy to see them all up there. I did not get to see Memoir of a Snail, which I do want to check out, but I was so happy Flow won. Beautiful, beautiful movie, and the speech he said really just hit home. You know, they made such a beautiful film. I did not get to see any of the animated short films. Um, I missed out on the shorts, but congrats to whoever won. In the Shadow of the Cypress. Cinematography, brutalist. I get it. I Dune was not my favorite, but I would definitely give it all the technical awards because technically, visually, it was incredible. I just personally don't care for the story. Uh, yeah, I would have given it to Dune 2, personally. Not Amelia Perez. I didn't get to see Maria, but from what I saw, it did look like it was pretty well done. Nosferatu, I guess maybe, but wasn't. I still would have given it to Dune 2, personally. Costume design, I'm very glad Wicked won. Complete Unknown, Conclave, Gladiator seemed a little weird. Nosferatu, I mean, just sequels. And, like, not a good sequel either. Conclave, I'm like, they all look the same. Like, I didn't care for that. Nosferatu, okay, I kind of get it. Like, I kind of get Complete Unknown too. But I'm, again, very happy Wicked won. Directing, Sean Baker. Um, Out of all of these, like, I would have given it to Substance. Coralie Fargat. I don't know how to pronounce it, but especially being the only woman here, and the fact that I loved the Substance, it was so great. I wish she had won. Documentary, feature film. I did not get to see any of these, but No Other Land won. Documentary, short film. Didn't get to see any of these, but the winner was The Only Girl in the Orchestra. Film editing, Anora won, which also Sean Baker was the editor for. I was like, dude, you don't need 3 Oscars tonight. Like, come on. I would have given it to Wicked, honestly. I did not care for Conclave. From what I've seen of Brutalist, I was like, okay, but I don't know. And no, to Amelia Perez. International feature film. Don't. It's like, why? I was happy to see Flo in another category, but I'm like, why is Amelia Perez here and I'm still here if they're nominated for Best Picture already? Like, was there no other international films you could have picked? Like, I don't understand that one. But I'm Still Here won. I think that was the only award they won, so I'm glad they won something. Even though I haven't seen it yet. Makeup and hairstyling was the one award that The Substance won, and I was very happy for that. Incredible work in that film. A Different Man looked pretty intense, but I didn't get to see it. Not Amelia Perez. Nosferatu. I think you didn't even get to see him that much. Like, not that the work wasn't hard, but I just would have given it to this. I wanted Substance to get something. Wicked. Yeah, I get it. I would have been happy if Wicked won some, more stuff, but again, I wanted Substance to win. Music, original score, The Brutalist won. I maybe would have given it to Wild Robot. I don't know. I did. None of these were that memorable to me, to be honest. Music, original song, Amelia Perez won. I didn't even see the 6888 or Sing Sing, but those songs sounded so great. I would have picked one of these. And not Amelia Perez again, getting 2 nominations in this category. That Elton John thing was weird. I'm like, is this for a freaking documentary? Like, just like, it felt like it was weird. Best Picture, as we already talked about, Anora. I would have given it to Wicked, probably. Again, that's just me. I wasn't mad that Anora won. Again, I liked the movie. I just didn't think it was that crazy good. But the fact that it was only $6 million to make was pretty amazing. And I certainly support the smaller and independent films. production design, Wicked wins. Very happy that one. I also would have been happy if Dune 2 won. I did not get to see any of the live action short films. I'm Not a Robot was the winner. Sound. I'm glad Dune Part 2 won. One of the other visual effects won. Sorry, I jumped ahead. For sound, I would have also given it to Wild Robot or Wicked, or even A Complete Unknown. I would have been happy with any of those, just not Amelia Perez. Visual effects, Dune Part 2, 100%. Even over Wicked, I feel like I would have given this to Dune Part 2. So I'm glad that one won. I did not think these three should have even been in there. Writing, adapted screenplay, Conclave. I would have given it to A Complete Unknown. I didn't see Nickel Boys or Sing Sing, so maybe one of those films as well. But definitely not Amelia Perez. And again, I just did not care for Conclave. It was well done, but I just did not care for it. Writing original screenplay, which is another one that Sean Baker won for Anora. I don't think he should have gotten the writing one. I maybe would have given it to A Real Pain, which I still need to see, but I can just tell. Like, I feel like that one. Oh, Substance, 100%. I would have given it to The Substance. But again, that's just me. Thank you guys for watching. What would you guys have picked? What are your choice? Who were you rooting for? And were you happy with the 97th Academy Awards, Oscars 2025? Let me know down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. And thank you for watching.